Good morning, class. Today, we will tackle about operating caregiving equipment, tools, and paraphernalia. And last meeting, we tackled about the tools, equipment, apparatus, and paraphernalia in caregiving. After knowing the tools, equipment, and paraphernalia in caregiving, in this lesson, you will study how to use caregiving tools, equipment, and paraphernalia properly. You will be able to use equipment, tools, and paraphernalia that are used properly based on the task requirement. Now that you have successfully identified the different equipment, tools, and paraphernalia used in providing healthcare, it is a must that you master the proper utilization of each. As an efficient and dependable caregiver, you must learn the procedures in operating them, since you will be expected to use them in your particular job. Ang topic natin ngayon ay tungkol sa kung paano gagamitin ang equipment, tools, and paraphernalia sa caregiving. Our first operating caregiving equipment, tools, and paraphernalia is blender. A blender is a kitchen and laboratory appliance which is used to mix, puree, or emulsifying food and other substances. How to operate blender. Number 1, choose a flat, dry surface on which to operate your blender. Number 2, make sure that all the parts are placed in their appropriate places before operating. Number 3, put the pitcher onto the base and plug the blender. Number 4, place the ingredients in the pitcher and put the lid on firmly. Number 5, start operating by choosing the setting appropriate for the task you are going to do. Number 6, you may add food or ingredients through the secondary lid while the blender is running. Ibig sabihin, sa maayos na pwesto, gamitin dapat ang blender. Bago gamitin, dapat nasa ayos ang blender. Ilagay ang pitcher sa mismong machine at isaksak ito. Ilagay ang sahog sa pitcher at takpan ng husto. Umpisahang gamitin at iset ang time na sa maayos na gamit. Pwede kang magdagdag ng product kapag ikaw ay may natitira pang ingredients. Halimbawa, gumawa ka ng ice cream recipe. Una, paghaluin mo yung gatas na evaporada at lagyan ng nestle cream at dagdagan mo ito ng condensed. Tapos, iset mo yung time nito na ayon sa gusto mo. Kung hanggang sa lumapot na ito at gusto mong lagyan ng flavor gaya ng dragon fruit, iset aside mo ito kapag ito ay tapos na. And let it cool bago mo ito iserve pang merienda. Next, we have butter sterilizer, an apparatus which is used in distracting microorganisms in container like feeding bottle through boiling. Yan yung sabi ko noon na dapat i-sterilize mo para mamatay yung mga mikrobyo. How to operate bottle sterilizer. Number 1, place the recommended amount of water as specified in the manufacturer's instructional manual. Then, plug in the unit. Number 2, place the bottle upside down. Use the prongs to support them individually. Place the nipple rings, and cups in such a way that they do not touch each other. Either prop them between the lower prongs or place them on the supply surface. Ibig sabihin, maglagay ng tubig ayon sa manual instruction bago ito isaksak or gamitin. Number 2, ang paggamit sa aparatong ito, dapat nakabaliktad ang bottle at gamitin ang labeled area na nakasupport at ilagay ang mga chupon at cups para ma-sterilize maigi. Huwag mong pagtabi-tabihin. Number 3, cover the sterilizer, and turn on the unit. The sterilization typically takes about 10 minutes with an automatic cycle that raises water temperature to a sufficient level to kill off any bacteria. 212 degree Fahrenheit. Once this cycle ends, the unit automatically begins to cool. Ibig sabihin, takpan at i-switch ang on, iset ang 10 minutes hanggang sa kumulo yung tubig at mamatay ang mga bakterya. Antayin lumamig ito bago muling gamitin. Some models or units will not allow you to open the cover until the cooling cycle is completed. Number 4, unplug the units. Number 5, remove the feeding bottles from the sterilizer. Number 6, clean the sterilizer based on the manufacturer's specifications. Ibig sabihin nito, pagkatapos mo na sterilize yung bottle, pwede mo nang tanggalin yung saksakan at tanggalin na din yung mga bottles doon hanggang sa makul nila. Pagkatapos mong gamitin, pwede mo na rin itong linisan at ilagay sa tamang lalagyan. Familiar siguro sa inyo yung flat iron. Di ba yan yung ginagamit natin pamamlansya sa mga damit. Flat iron is an electric appliance which is used along with an ironing board to iron or press clothing or fabric. Common equipments in cleaning, laundry, and ironing. We have here flat iron. Number 1 is step. Check the level of every garment before ironing. This is necessary as some fabrics need special care instructions. Number 2, unfold your ironing board near the outlet. Plug in your iron and choose the appropriate setting based on the material of the clothes you are ironing. Number 3, preheating the flat iron should be done before starting. You will have to wait about 2 to 5 minutes to let the iron warm up. Ibig sabihin, check mo yung damit na plaplansyahin mo kung anong klaseng fabric ito gawa. Number 2, iset ang kabakabayo or yung ironing board malapit sa saksakan. Isaksak ang plancha at piliin ang setting kung ito ay number 1 or number 6, depende sa plaplansyahin mong damit. Number 3, painitin muna ito bago gamitin. Antayin ang 2 to 5 minutes bago gamitin. Number 4, stretch the garment across the ironing board to make sure it is flat. Number 5, run the iron over one part of the garment such as the hem just to be sure that it is not too hot. Ibig sabihin, hilahin yung damit sa may ironing board hanggang sa pantay ito. Number 5, gamitin ang plancha mula sa part na gusto mong plantsahin hanggang wala kang makikitang gusot. Paalala lang, iset ang gamit ayon sa klase ng tela. Ayon dito sa number 6, paggalawin ng plancha kung ito man ay pantalon, blouse, t-shirt, huwag kalimutan ang pleats at blouses kapag ito ay uniform. Kunwari, kapag t-shirt ang plaplansyahin mo, ang una mong dapat na plansyahin yung sa may leeg, which is the collar, bago yung sleeves sa shoulder part nito, at shirt itself na yung susunod. Kung saan yung part na kung saan malaya kang mamamlansya. Kapag naman pantalon or shorts ang plaplansyahin mo, umpisahan sa loob bago ang labas. Ang pamamlansya dito is mula sa sintron hanggang sa pababa. Next, we have skirt and dress. Skirt and dress, ito yung palda or mga damit na casual. Ang pagplaplansya dito is dapat sa taas muna. Kung may pleats, plansyahin ang bandang ibaba. Pataas ng mabilisan, dapat idiin mo ito ng mabilisan habang pinaplansya para di masunog. Pagkatapos, ilagay sa hanger kapag tapos na. Number 7, unplug the iron and allow the unit to cool before storing it. Dito, tatanggalin ang plancha sa outlet hanggang sa lumamig at itago sa may lalagyan. Next, we have washing machine. Washing machine is an electric appliance which is used for washing clothes and linen. Dito, ginagamit natin sa paglalaba, lalo na yung mga kumot siya, mga kortina na mabibigat. Kailangan talaga yung washing machine kapag naglalaba tayo. Number 1 steps in washing machine is sorting the clothes of your client. Paghiwalayin mo muna. Separate white and light colored from the dark colored clothes. Dapat ihiwalay mo yung puti sa dikolor. Also, they should be sorted according to material, ayon sa gamit. Wash clothes with heavy fabrics, ito yung mabibigat, together, and clothes with light fabrics together. Number 2, put detergent or lagyan mo daw ng sabon into the washing machine. Let the detergent go to the bottom of the washing machine. Number 3, put the clothes loosely into the washing machine. Ilagay mo na daw yung damit sa washing machine. Pero bago mo ilagay, dapat yung mga sineparate mo kanina, balnawan mo muna. Number 4, load the laundry as high as manufacturer specifies or to the top row of the holes in the tub. Number 5, close the lid and choose the setting of the washing machine according to what you are doing. Kapag nailagay mo na yung mga damit, pwede mo nang takpan yung washing machine kung saan nilagay mo yung mga damit. At iset na yung time ayon sa klase ng tela na iyong lalabhan. Ilagay mo lang kung 3 hanggang sa 15 kung depende sa minutes na gusto mo. Number 6, turn on the machine. Let the unit work through all of the cycles. Wait for the machine to turn off before you unload the wash laundry. Okay, dapat kapag tinurn on mo na, hayaan mo lang ito hanggang sa ma-off yung washing machine, depende sa sinet mong time. At bago mo tanggalin yung mga damit na winashing mo, antay mo munang mag-off ito para iwas disgrasya. Number 7, load the next batch of clothes and do the step 5 and 6 again until you are done with the laundry. Kapag tapos mo na yung puti na inyong sinalang, pwede naman yung dicolor. Depende kung yung pinaglabhan mo is malinis, pwede mo pang gamitin ito. Number 8, turn off and unplug the unit. Kapag tapos mo ng lahat na labhan, pwede mo na itong patayin at tanggalin ang saksakan. Class, our next topic is all about the common equipment in taking vital signs, kung saan gagamit tayo ng thermometer at saka stethoscope para sa pag-check ng vital and temperature. As you learn the different processes, you will also get your hands on the crucial pointer necessary in obtaining an accurate reading. But first, let us talk about the vital signs. Vital signs are bodily functions that reflect the body's state of health and are easily measurable. Body temperature, pulse rate, respiratory rate, and blood pressure. Yan yung topic na pag-uusapan natin. First, we have thermometer. Thermometer is a body temperature, is a measurement of the amount of heat in the body. The balance between heat produced and heat lost is the body temperature. The normal adult body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. There is a normal range in which a person's body temperature may vary and still be considered normal. Take a look at these normal ranges of the body temperature. Kapag oral, 36.4 to 37.2 degrees Celsius. Kapag rectal naman, 37 to 37.8 degrees Celsius. Ang auxiliaries is 35.9 to 36.7 degree Celsius. Ginagamit ang thermometer kung ito ay may lagnat ka. Clinical thermometer is used to measure human body temperature. Most made in 20th century mercury in glass thermometers. They are accurate and sensitive, having a narrow place where the mercury level rises very fast. A kink in the tube stops the mercury level from falling on its own. Itong clinical thermometer ay ginagamit sa katawan ng mga tao. Next, we have the digital thermometer. These are temperature sensing instruments that are easily portable, have permanent probes, and a convenient digital display. Ito yung nilalagay minsan sa kilikili natin or else pwede naman sa bunganga para ma-check yung temperature. Next, we have the digital ear thermometer. This device is also known as tympanic thermometers. Use an infrared rays to measure the temperature inside the ear canal when positioned properly, kung nasa tamang ayos pa lang. It is quick and generally comfortable for children and adults. Pwede sa matatanda at pwede rin sa mga bata. Ginagamit ang digital ear thermometer nito para tingnan kung maayos pa yung tenga, lalo na sa may loob. Next, we have the infrared thermometer. It's a thermometer which infers temperature from a portions of the thermal radiation, sometimes called black body radiation, emitted by the object being measured. A non-contact thermometers to describe the device's ability to measure temperature from a distance. Pwedeng ma-check yung temperature mo kahit kalayo pa is 3 mm. Next, we have the rectal thermometer. This is taking the person's temperature by inserting a thermometer into the rectum via anus, dun sa puwet natin. It is often used sparingly and primarily on infants, children, or adults for whom taking on oral temperature would risk injury or be inaccurate. Minsan ginagamit ito kapag yung bata is hindi makatae. Using a digital thermometer, armpit or kilikili. Number 1, wash your hands and take the thermometer from its holder. Linisan mo muna yung kamay bago mo gamitin. Number 2, clean the probe pointed ends of the thermometer with rubbing alcohol or soap and then rinse it in cool water. Linisin mo muna yung pointed ends niya gamit ng alcohol or sabon. Number 3, inform the client that you are going to take his temperature under armpit. I-inform mo yung client na ilalagay mo yung thermometer sa kanyang kilikili. Number 4, place the thermometer under the client's armpit. You may have to hold the thermometer especially if your client is very sick and weak, that he or she cannot even hold the thermometer with his or her armpit. Kapag yung client mo ay hinang-hina na talaga, dapat hawakan mo ito para hindi mahulog. Number 5, leave the thermometer in the place until the thermometer signals it is finished. When the thermometer beeps, it means that it can be removed. Okay, hayaan mo muna sa kilikili ng patient mo ito. Hanggang sa ito'y tumunog, signal na yon para tanggalin mo. Number 6, remove the thermometer carefully and read the temperature on the digital display. Tanggalin mo na ito kapag ito ay tumunog na at basahin mo kung ilan yung temperature ng patients. Clean the tip. Okay, linisan mo yung mismong part na ginamit ng patients. Of the thermometer with a cotton balls and soak in alcohol. Linisan mo ito na gamit yung cotton balls at ilublob mo ito sa may alcohol para tanggal yung mikrobyo. Para sa next na patient, pwede mo itong gamitin. Put the thermometer tip cover. Place the thermometer in its container. Number 7, record the reading and wash your hands. Pagkatapos nun, i-record mo na kung ilan yung temperature ng patient mo. Tapos, pwede ka nang maghugas ng kamay. Ngayon naman, pag-aaralan din tungkol sa blood pressure. The BP apparatus is another important measurement that you should learn to take is the blood pressure. When we say blood pressure, is the force of the blood pushing against the walls of the blood vessels. The heart contracts as it pumps the blood into the arteries. Ito yung tumitubok-tubok pa. When the heart is contracting, the pressure is highest. This pressure is what we know as the systolic pressure. Now, as the heart relaxes between each contraction, the pressure decreases, bumababa. When the heart is at its most relaxed state, the pressure is lowest. So, ang tawag dito, diastolic pressure. The following step will help to measure the blood pressure accurately. Number 1, wash your hands and prepare the equipment you will use. Dapat hugasan mo muna ang iyong kamay bago mo gamitin yung equipment. Then, introduce yourself and let the patient or client know the procedure to be done. Sabihin mo muna sa client mo, introduce mo muna ang sarili mo kung anong gagawin mo sa kanya bago mo gamitin. Number 3, sanitize the earpieces of the stethoscope with an antiseptic pad. I-sanitize mo muna yung stethoscope mo na iyong gagamitin. Number 4, ask your clients to rest quietly. Have client down or sit on a chair, whichever is more comfortable for the client. Tanungin mo muna yung client mo at sabihan sa kanya na mag-rest muna bago mo siya i-check yung kanyang BP, lalo na kung galing siya sa mainit. Then, number 5, if you are using the mercurial apparatus, the measuring scale should be within the level of your eyes. Dapat nakatingin ka lagi sa apparatus na inyong ginagamit. Number 6, expose the arm of your client by rolling the sleeves up. Have your client's arms from the elbow down to rest fully extended on the bed or the arm of chair. Dapat, bago mo i-check yung arm ng patient mo, dapat na yung sleeveless niya nakataas na, tapos naka-stretch dapat yung kamay. Then, unroll the cuff, loosen the screw and squeeze the cuff with your hands to remove air completely. Ilagay mo na yung cuff diyon, tapos dapat loosen pa lang niya, wag mo siyang hihigpitan para hindi naman mamatay yung pasyente mo. Then number 8, wrap the cuff around the client arm below the elbow, not too tight or too loose. Yan yung sabi ko, wag mong higpitan. Then, i-squeeze mo pagkatapos mong i-unroll yung cuff. Number 9, find your client's brachial valves at the inside of the elbow, sa mismong siko. Hanapin mo yung ugat dito. Then hold the diaphragm there and inflate yung pagtaas the cuff until the pulse disappear, hanggang sa mawala ito. Take note of the reading and immediately deflate of the cuff. Okay, dapat nakita mo yung kung kaninang inflate yung pagtaas ng kanyang BP, dapat naka-eye to eye ka dapat doon sa mismong measure na. This is the client approximate systolic reading and is called the palpated systolic pressure. Number 10, place the stethoscope earpiece into your ears and place the diaphragm on the brachial valves. Dapat yung stethoscope mo nasa may tenga yung earpiece niya. Number 11, turn the screw to close it. I-close mo muna. Inflate the cuff until the dial points to 30 mm above the palpated systolic pressure. Number 12, turn the screw to open it. Kanina, close, diba? Ngayon, open naman. Let the air escape. Pakawalan mo. Slowly. Yung mabagal lang dapat ang pagkawala mo sa pag-i-squeeze mo or pagpipiga mo sa stethoscope until the sounds of the pulse come back. Take note of the calibration that the pointer passes as you hear the first sound. Okay, pagkarinig mo daw yung first sound, unang tunog, this indicates the systolic pressure. Yun na yung unang measurement ng blood pressure mo. Number 13, you have to continue releasing the air from the cuff. When you hear the sounds change to something softer and faster and disappear, take note of calibration. This is now the diastolic pressure. Kanina, systolic yun. Okay. Kapag narinig nyo daw yung softer and faster hanggang tapos bigla na lang mawawala yung calibration niya, ang tawag doon is diastolic pressure. Number 14, deflate the cup. Complete, yung tanggalin mo na siya. Remove it from the arm of your client and record the reading on the client's chair. Pwede mo nang i-record kapag na-check mo na yung BP ng pasyente mo. Number 15, wipe the earpiece. Pwede mo na itong i-sanitize gamit ang antiseptic pad. Tapos, pwede mo na ring i-place yung stethoscope mo sa may lalagyan in a proper place. Then, wash your hands. Class, that's all our topic for today. Thank you for watching and listening. Keep safe and God bless. Your quiz must be posted in your GC.